What is happening, team? Tyler here again with another video. We're doing a push day strength recap. Let's dive in. First up is the barbell shoulder press. I mentioned that I was going to be targeting my shoulders more this week, or better yet this month. And yeah, so we're getting right into it. So first up, again, barbell press. Notice how I am squatting ever so slightly, bending those knees. What I am allowing myself to do is having a place to go. If I just try and stand straight up, I'm going to lose my balance. I'm not going to be as stabilized. My legs are much wider apart. They're just beyond shoulder width. That's what works for me. Every body is going to be different. See what works for you, but this is where I generate the most power from. I'm also making sure that I am pressing up and away, keeping a nice clean line, racking it, and then from the back angle, I wanted to show you guys just look how wide my legs are apart. That again is allowing me to plant myself, bend those knees ever so slightly. I'm not into a full squat. We're not squatting here. We're pressing, but having that little bit of a push up is going to help me generate more power, more force to lift the weight away from me. But also from this angle, you notice I'm squeezing my butt. Now with your glutes squeezed, you're gonna be able to press more. Give that a shot. If you're not doing it, you will notice that it's a lot easier to push weight. Next up, I also want to do a lot more core work. I usually do a lot of core work primarily with the farmer's walks and suitcase carries, but right here I'm into banded woodchops or banded twists, whatever you want to call them, but I like the down to up motion of the woodchop. So what's happening here is I'm keeping my arms extended as far as possible away from my body. That makes it more difficult. The closer weight or resistance is to your body, the easier it is to turn. The farther away it is, the harder it becomes. Notice I'm not twisting my back leg on these, and that's okay. Everyone has their own style on this. I notice more of a core engagement when I don't twist it. If I was working on explosive power, that would be different. I would twist my back foot, but right now I'm not working on that. I am working on slow and controlled, trying to make my core work as much as possible. And so I'm showing both front and back sides of this. Again, down all the way up, and you're gonna feel this throughout your whole core, but primarily as you're coming up and through, you'll feel it almost across opposite sides of your abdomen. Highly encourage you incorporating this in your next workout, whether it's core or pull or whatever it is. It's a killer. Next up is dumbbell bench press. So I was supposed to be doing 80 by 8 for strength this week. They didn't have 80 pounds at this new gym that I'm at, and so I improvised. So instead of making an excuse and getting off my plan, instead I fit what they had to my plan. And so you'll notice I'm doing 70 pounds here. That's the highest they had. And I come down, hold for 2 seconds, then pump it up. 1, 2, up. And so what that allows me to do, not only work on isometric strength, but it also is going to fatigue my muscles more because I have to hold that weight before then pushing it up again. Now I could have repped through this, for 12 or 15, whatever. That's not what I wanted to work on. I wanted to work on my strength portion of this, so I improvised. Sometimes you have to do that, and you make it work. Cool. Next up is the barbell curls. You guys have seen, I don't really work on arms a ton because of the amount of dumbbell training that I do and compound lifts. My arms feel it. They're feeling it all the time. My forearms have actually become much bigger ever since I started lifting everything from my hands, whether that's sumo squats or deadlifts or Bulgarian squats where you're holding the weight not with the weight on your back, because I have to carry it. Again, one of the 6 compound movements. one of the 6 foundational patterns, but it is a compound movement. And that is just going to, my muscles are forcing themselves to get bigger because I'm progressively overloading them. Anyhow, so with the barbell curls, I like to hit arms maybe once or twice a week. Not heavy, but I like to hit them every now and then. And this is a series of 7s. So I did 7 halfway up. From halfway up, I then do 7 from bottom to half, and then full, 7 full. Each time I do this, I switch though. I do from bottom to halfway, halfway to top, and then full. Or I go halfway up, bottom half, and then full. That way my muscles don't get accustomed to the way that I do it every single time. Anyhow, so as we're seeing this, I did a lot of explaining, not a lot of showing. You'll see I'm trying to keep as stationary as possible. Body rocks a little bit, but I'm not swinging the weight. My biceps are doing the majority of the work as they should be. I'm keeping that back nice and tight so that, again, my biceps can do the work. And now here I squatted down a little bit, started to feel it, and got the last little bit of it. And then finally, shoulder press with dumbbells. I could have done more than 55 pounds, but at this point it wasn't about doing more weight. It was about continuing to progressively overload my muscles. My body's not used to doing 2 shoulder workouts or 2 heavier shoulder movements in a day. I'm used to doing dumbbell bench, incline, and shoulder press, but doing barbell press and dumbbell shoulder press, my shoulders are really feeling it. And so again, it's work smarter, not harder. There is a time and place to work harder, but you can always work smarter. And so, yep, I could have done more, but honestly, I'm already in a fatigued state. There's no point in going to failure. That's going to require me to recover in an extended period of time, as opposed to being ready to go in 2 days. I need, another 3 or 4 after trying to go to failure. So sometimes, and actually my brother, Dr. Todd Buckingham, sent me a great article about going to failure. It's not always better for you. So pick your times when to do it, but going to failure all the time might not be the best thing for you. I'll post that link to the article he sent me in the comments below. As always, if this has helped you, send it on to somebody else, help somebody else. We got other videos here. We got the subscribe button there. Still getting used to promoting myself. Really, I just want to help people. And if you think I can help some of your friends, or if you want to share, or if I'm helping you, hit me up. Buckingham Fit across all platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I don't do Snapchat, not doing it, ain't gonna happen. Also, that is my website, buckinghamfit.com. So, guys, we will catch you at the gym. You stay healthy out there.